All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Kodash, Barakatham. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to all the Akim across the globe, teaching the word of truth in the city. I want to say Shalom. As I died now from the great millstone camp in Chicago, I really don't tell my dreams. Maybe if I talk to a brother and we, discuss certain things, and maybe I might share a dream. I dream a lot. I have real heavy dreams. I have visions. Not as frequently as I used to, but I still get them pretty regularly. And I had one last night, and I'm not going to get into the details of the names of the brothers, all right, that were involved. Lord willing, I'll tell them, it's not really relevant or nothing, but I just had a dream last night of martial law and destruction coming, man. And I was with a friend of mine that's in the world who brought me the truth. He had seen the brothers out there teaching, and he had came and told me about it. But anyway, we were traveling, going shopping and things like that, and we were in the store, and some guy was talking about who we are. You got on the phone, just talking, pretty loudly about the truth to somebody on the other end. And as I'm looking at clothes, I walked past him, I said, Shalom, Mark. And he turned around and he smiled at me. He was a big gentleman, too. He smiled at me and saluted me. And I felt warmed by it. And I was like, man, I really wooed. So me and the guy I was with, we were driving around, and somehow the dream got fast forwarded, and we were separated, and I was still shopping. But this time I was in the city downtown, and as I was shopping in the store, I look outside, and I looked outside, and I seen these two Edomite ladies with guns. They appeared to be Edomite ladies with guns, and they were shooting people. And simultaneously at that time, I seen a bunch of drones just going out there, just decimating people, man. I mean, everywhere. There were drones everywhere in the street, just firing down on people, and people are running and screaming and crying and just total chaos, man. And I'm like, shit, the fuck is going on? In my head, I knew what was going on. I knew it was time, Um, so I leave out the store, and I'm in the streets now. As I'm in the streets, there's a helicopter, and it was flying over. It was flying over like the city, and it landed in. Well, I seen it was in the sky. I seen it was one of them helicopters where where you could see the military outside. They had no doors on it, and it was filled with military personnel, and they were shooting down on the civilians as they were circling the city, and they ended up landing in the street. And if they hopped out, they just spread out and start just killing everybody. Just shooting down people, man. And as I'm running, I'm like, damn, what am I do? So I'm running around the city, and let me get to the part. Okay, I'm running around the city, and I'm seeing like makeshift vehicles, like old ice cream trucks and UPS trucks. You could tell they were converted, and they were some were civilians who were riding around, and they had their own guns. And they were shooting back, and it was just chaos everywhere. Man, you really couldn't tell who was who. Um, so I'm running, and I ran into a brother, and the brother, I was like, man, bro, I'm looking for my family. All right. And the brother like, man, they at so and so house in the basement. So as soon as he said that, I had a vision in my head, and they were in the basement. All right. Um, they were in the basement of a building. I believe it was, whatever. They was in the basement, and I seen my wife and my daughter there. And I'm like, man, they ain't too far. I gotta get to them. But I'm not really from the city, so I didn't really know where to go. He said it's funny because he said it wasn't funny, but it's funny now. He was like, um, they're by eight. They're on 18th. They're at 18th. Brothers who know in the camp, they know where 18th is and whatever. So okay, cool. I ain't that far. So I'm trying to run. I'm trying to run to get to him. As I'm running to get to him, um, uh, the people were chasing us in those makeshift vehicle, the makeshift vehicles. Like I said, they were like ice cream trucks and UPS trucks and things of that nature. And they're running around the city and they're just shooting at people from inside their vans and stuff like that. So yeah, some people fighting back. You had little groups of militias trying to fight back, and they're climbing fences. They're ducking around corners, and drones will come and light them up. Um, the military commandeering vehicles, and they running around pretending they were civilians and just lighting people up. Man, it was chaos everywhere. They had airplanes landed in the street, you know, and just total violence, man. I'm like, damn, man, I got to get to where I got to go. And as I'm going, I lost track of the brother. I seen him, I turned around. He went one way and I went the other. All right, I didn't see him no more. So I continued to climb fences. I was jumping over fences. I had boots on. For some reason, I had boots on. So I'm running. And some Iscarites. It's funny because the neighborhood that we're in is got Iscarites, full of Iscarites. So I followed them. Whatever word they said, whatever word, they had said something. Now I was inclined to follow them. So we went down into a abandoned building, into a basement, and said, man, look, we can regroup here and fight them back. My spirit like, nah, that ain't what I'm supposed to do. I ain't supposed to be fighting back. So I think I had like a pole or something or a big wooden stick, and I grabbed it. Well, they gave it to me. I had one in my hand. We heard a bunch of booms and stuff, and they were on foot, like going door to door and building, just massacring people. And I said, no, this ain't the spot to be. So I get up and I run. I'm continuing to try to run to, find my kids, man, find my girl and stuff. And um, as I'm getting closer to the area where I perceive them to be, the whole scenario changed. It's like it flipped on me. The whole scene changed. I'm like, man, they're not here. After that, I was like, man, the Lord don't want me to get them. And I turned around and the scene changed again, and I'm on a train. All right, and on the train, the brother was driving the train. So we hop on the train. There's some people on the train, and we get to a checkpoint, and I'm hiding up under the dash of the train, where the controls are. I'm just squished up under there, and I want them to see me, and because I believe they're looking for the brothers, because they had other people on the train and they weren't as scared, So so we're on a train and the brother driving, and they stop him. So they asked, I don't know what they asked him, I'm up under the dash, man, like hoping they don't find me, And then I seen the brother give him $100 bill. The brother gave him some money and they let us ride on through, right? So as we're riding through, I hear a bunch of screaming in the back of the train. So I look in the back of the train, and it's the military on the back of the train, shooting down the people, and the people, screaming, so we're shooting back, and and the brother just was going, he kept on going, and for some reason, I could see through the, like the back of the train had a window, and as I was leaving, I could see of the path that we just came from, it was closing in, it was blocked off, like walls were closing in on the tracks to where you couldn't go backwards. So whatever we did, we had to just keep going forward, man. And I'm like, damn, we can't go back. So wherever we're going, we just gotta deal with it. And last thing I remember like more planes landed in the street, and more helicopters, man. And I was scared, but I wasn't scared, and and I was the end of the dream, and I just want to say that um, we gotta get right, man. I didn't see any chariots, nothing like that. Um, but I just seen the intensity of the fire, the firefight, and the amount of military and the amount of drones, um, and the amount of death. All right, that was in this place, man. You could hear explosions, you could see things burnt up, you could see people riding around. Some of them were cheering, and some of them were just standing there holding their head in perplexity, man. And just hey, man, you gotta get right with the Lord, repent, man. And that was basically it, man. So I don't know if the scripture really is what I'm looking for, but this is what it popped in my mind when I woke up. It's Sirach 40, and in the one it says, "Great travail is created for every man, and a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam, from the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things. The imagination of things to come in the day of death trouble their thoughts and cause fear of heart," man. As I woke up, man, I realized, hey, those things aren't going to come, man. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the scriptures, man. The scriptures say it's a day that's never before seen, man. All right, let me see if I can get this real quick. I wonder if this is the right one. There might be another one. Let me see. It says, look at the 7:41. It says, "Even so now, seeing corruption has grown up and wickedness increased, the righteous have prayed for the ungodly. Wherefore shall it not be so now also?" He answered me and said, "This present life is not the end, where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. This is the point, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and the truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that gotten the victory." And it's going to be a day of doom, man. All right, and we may have to go through some things and follow the Spirit, and just pray the Lord for mercy and for deliverance, man. Because if we're part of the elect, we're going to get saved. All right, if we're part of the one to get destroyed, that's going to happen too, man. All right. Let's see if I get this real quick. I think this is Isaiah 22:5. This is Isaiah 22:1. It says, "The burden of the valley of vision will aileth thee now, that thou art wholly gone up to the housetops. Thou that art full of stirs, a tumultuous city, a joyous city. Thy slain men are not slain with the sword, nor dead in battle. All thy rulers are fled together, they are bound by the archers. All that are found in thee are bound together, which have fled from far. Therefore said I, look away from me, I will weep bitterly. labor not for me, because of the spoiling of my daughter of my people. For the day of perplexity, for the day of trouble and of treading down and perplexity by the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the valley of vision, breaking down the walls and of crying to the mountains, man. All right, so the day of the Lord is going to be trouble, man. All right, it's going to be nothing like the sieges and the captivities and the wars that we had in the invasions of these heathen tread down our temple, man. When the heathen came into Jerusalem to take us away and to besiege us, it's gonna be way worse than that, man. Okay, it's gonna be let me get that. Um, I think it might be in Daniel. Right, it's Joel, Salaki, Joel 2:2. Start at 1. To blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm on my holy mountain, that all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have been not ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble. The strong people set in battle array. Before their faces the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb up the wall like men of war. They shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. When they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run up the wall. They shall climb upon the house. They shall enter the windows like a thief. All right, and you can read more, man. It's talking about the missiles, man. All right, and that's going to be the end game, man. All right. And what I seen was a very, very vivid vision, man. Was a very vivid dream. All right. And that's going to be right before the missiles come, man. All right. It's going to be a time of tribulation, man. A time of trouble and turmoil. All right. You're not gonna be thinking about being cool, and you're gonna be thinking about your life. When I tell you people were getting slaughtered, man. All right. People were going around killing each other, man. All right. They weren't even fighting the military, man. They were going around killing others, man. You know. So this is to be a warning, man, that the day of the Lord is nigh, man. All right. Let me get that Sirach 40. It says, excuse me. It says, Sirach 41 says, great travail is created for every man, and heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam, from the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things. The imagination of things to come, and the day of death trouble their thoughts, and cause fear of heart. From him that sitteth on a throne of glory, unto him that is humble in earth and ashes. From him that weareth purple in a crown, and to him that is clothed with a linen frock. Wrath and envy, trouble and unquietness, fear of death and anger and strife, and the time of rest upon his night's sleep, to change his knowledge. A little or nothing is his rest, and afterwards he is in his sleep, as in the day of keeping watch, troubled in the vision of his heart, as if he were escaped out of a battle. When all is safe, he awakeneth, and marveleth that the fear was nothing. Such things happen to all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamity, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. All right. And the dream was it was scary, man. All right. It was so scary. I woke up and thank the Lord, you know, that He gave me time to repent and to get things right. Because the Lord knows I don't want to be trapped in that chaos, man. And all I can say is, man, I can stay prayed up, you know, 'cause that day is coming, man. And man, for let's get this, it's inspirational. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas for that. Let me see. Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30 and